welcome to my dream. Right? This is what I've always wanted to do. Sell barbecue, make my own schedule, be my own boss, cook my own food. It's nice. It's not easy, I'll tell you that much. You guys been to a food truck before? Yeah, obviously. This is a little bit different than an actual like traditional truck. It's a trailer, obviously. It's not all in one. The one behind my van, but 10,000 watt generator powering a fridge, a holding compartment, and a steam table. And the AC, heat, the different power outlets. And we serve pulled pork, beef brisket, and St. Louis style ribs. Everything. The pork is cooked over oak. The ribs are cooked with a local hickory that I cut down at my buddy's farm. And the brisket is usually mixed between cherry, oak, and hickory. Nice little mix. Our commissary is at Prep Atlanta, down in Decatur. Here, I'm from Cumming, so that's why I'm calling Decatur. They're like a million miles away from us. As you can see today, we're kind of serving an abbreviated menu. Normally we have nachos, pork nachos, macaroni and cheese bowls, that sort of thing. Yeah, we're averaging, I don't know, anywhere from 50 to 100 people anytime we set up. Last weekend we were at the World Axe Throwing Championships down at Bad Axe, Friday and Saturday. And I considered it kind of slow, but we ended up doing about $2,200 in 2 days. Granted, that's a little inflated because you got to take into tax, obviously, all your supplies that you got to take into consideration, plus your time, and plus the fuel for the van and for the generator. It all adds up. You guys want to take a look inside? Check it out. Yeah, come on with it. Let's do it.
Y'all look. All right, I'm gonna take y'all inside. Okay, so this is the inside of their trailer. Okay, you can see how small it is. Okay, you can see they have their compartment sink to wash the dishes. They do not have a dishwasher. Okay, there's their hand sink, the steamer, fridge, holding. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And they have all their certifications and their business license. And that holds their trailer. So it's not like a big food truck, but it is enough to do what they want to do for their barbecue business. And when he said they have a prep kitchen, that means that's where they pretty much prepare most of their food, and then they get it ready to sell. Also known as a commissary kitchen. And you can see their van is their big marketing tool. It says everything that they do. Okay? So that would be, their logo, they have their phone number.
Right? It's going to take 2 or 3 days to cook all that pork, get it ready, not to mention the ribs and biscuits. I'm cooking pork for like 8 to 10 hours, brisket for about 12 hours, ribs about 2 to 3 hours. We're using local cut hickory from a farm out in Canton. The ribs I kind of play with a lot. I either do like apple wood or do like an oak, something like that. And it's a traditional dry rub, Memphis style. Y'all familiar with the different barbecue like Memphis, St. Louis, all that kind of good stuff? Memphis uses dry rub. St. Louis is thick and sweet. Carolina is that vinegar, like real vinegary sauce. Like our barbecue sauce, it's homemade. It's a ketchup and vinegar base. It's a hybrid. Yeah, it's a great thing to do, especially having this. You're working for yourself. You don't have to answer it anymore. I have to answer the case. That's different. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, I don't. Ever since I started doing this, that's the last year when COVID hit in March. I was a freight broker, right? Got my pink slip. So I was like, you know what? We're going to bet on ourselves, and I'm going to do this how I want to. And we called it Black Market Barbecue because I used to do catering for all my friends. No licenses, no permits, none of that, right? I just think it's a cool name, too, It's a cool name. It says family owned and operated. That's 100%. My younger sister is the one. She went to school at SCAD down in Savannah. She came up with the logo. My brothers always come and help me out. Obviously, my wife works for me. And the best part about it is that they all work for free. What it's all about is making sure your bottom line, making money, right? You know, biggest thing you got to know is your price of product and your margin of profit, the profit margin. You, breaking even is fine when things are slow. But man, you want it. I mean, what's the whole point of this, right? You got to make a living on it. So you got to consider the gas for the van to tow it down here. Coming down here, about a quarter of a tank of gas. But you got to think it's a big van pulling about 3,000 pounds. Both are shaped like a brick, so it's not exactly the most aerodynamic. And the generator takes about 6 gallons of gas, gives you about 12 hours, worth of time. And you have to have it for the health department because, you got to keep stuff cold, got to keep stuff hot. And you have to keep it above, 140, 145 degrees. That way there's no bacteria growth. Or you got to be under 45 degrees if you keep the stuff cold. Because that's the worst thing you can do is gain a reputation for selling bad food. I mean, if you're going to go to a barbecue place, if you get sick, are you going to go back? Well, I'm not. Yeah, I got better things to do. So it's all about that. It's all about getting your name out there. Marketing's a big deal. Branding's a big deal. That's why I like having our logo out as much as possible. I haven't got the logo wrap yet. That's coming. I got the van as the primary marketing tool. But I mean, when you see us driving around, you see the big pig on the side, then you know it's me. You know it's not Jim and Nix or any of those guys. You know? And typical work week, right? We're doing events from Thursday through Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are prep days. Mondays, typically, I'm in my office at home. I call it, that's my name. Let's be real. But I call it my office. I get down, I lead source. I figure out, what's going to be a cool place I can go set up? And am I licensed there? And am I going to get any kind of traffic? If you can come to a place and set up and think it's great. If you get only 10 people that come up and buy stuff, is it worth your time? Did you make your money back on your investment? That's what it's all about. It's all fun and games working for yourself and making it work. It's the big deal. You got to do a lot of marketing. I think about the actual cooking part of this whole thing takes about 25% of my time. The rest of it goes to everything else. Paperwork, permits, lead sourcing, keeping relationships with the different places. We work with a lot of different, like the World Axe Throwing League. We deal with them. Different breweries. We're getting leads all the time. It's just a matter of managing it and figuring out what's going to be the best. I mean, like I said, what's the goal for this whole thing? Make a living. That's what it is. The traditional food truck, right, where it's all one thing, that's averaging about $100,000 for an investment just to get started. This whole operation, everything included, is about half that. So you're looking at about 50, which isn't too bad, considering that we had the van that we got was just like a white regular van, and we had this thing custom built, brand new. We had to put a trailer hitch on the van. Had to mess with that a lot. I'd never towed anything in my life until I had to go down to South Georgia to pick it up. So it's one of those things that you just got to do it and just be confident that you're going to succeed. It's easy stuff. Like I said, I haven't worked a day since October, and this is fun. We were at the bad axe throwing contest last weekend. I get to hang out with my wife and brothers, sell badass barbecue. If I'm hungry, I make a sandwich. When I'm tired, I go home. It's just how hard you want to work, how much money you want to make.